Hello, Brockton. Welcome to One North Main, BCA's magazine show where we profile people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. I'm your host, Jay Miller, and for the next half hour, we're concentrating on Messiah Baptist Church and a health fair that they recently had that was simply fantastic. It covers a whole half hour. There's a lot of people that don't meet, a lot of people that will be educating us on different variations of health and wellness. It should be a great time, so I want you to sit back, relax, and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer. Did she make the shirts or did you?
We made them together. Chocolate. Gotta love it.
Hello and welcome to One North Main.
Welcome to Messiah Baptist Church. We're on the top shelf right now. Today is their health fair. It's a big one. We have Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes here. We have Harbor Health here. We have Alzheimer's Association here. We have so many vendors that are here to educate the community. Maybe even get a couple of tests done and learn something new. Let's check out the Messiah Baptist Health Fair. Let's do it.
Riggins is the pastor of Messiah Baptist Church, who just would like to welcome you all to our health fair. Pastor Riggins.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Messiah Baptist Church Health Fair. We're truly thankful for your time today and spending with us on today. I'm truly grateful for all of your hard work the planning committee has done in working with our strategic partners and you vendors today to be here and make this a success. Also, if I may suggest, for a theme for today's event, your health is your wealth. I think that's the most fitting theme, because good health is indeed a treasure. Again, thank you all for being here today. We appreciate and let's enjoy our time together. Blessings and peace to you all.
Thank you. I want to thank all the individuals that helped with the planning of this: Leona Martin, Teresa Alphonse, Renee Broussard, Kathleen Durham, Janice Plummer, and everyone else from the church and the volunteers who helped put this together. If I've forgotten anyone, please forgive me. I appreciate everyone's help.
And today, Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes is making a presence at the Messiah Baptist Health Fair. What are you doing here today?
So today we have a lot of different resources. We're just trying to promote Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes. So originally we were a week of events in June, but we've actually expanded. So now we're year long. So we have different resources and different workshops going on all throughout the year. So we're just trying to promote that, and we have a lot of different resources from some of our community partners. So we're excited to be here.
And it's important now more than ever to check out your sites. And tell us a little bit about your sites. When you go to Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes, what are they going to be looking at?
Yeah, so we have a lot of different workshops that are going on right now. I can actually grab one of our brochures. So we're promoting Zumba. That's through Signature Healthcare. That's going to be on April 24th. We have Memory Cafe Chair Yoga at Harbor Health Elder Services. So that should be a lot of fun. At the Boys and Girls Club in June, Good Samaritans doing a Healthy Families event where they're going to have some dinner and some other workshops to promote healthy living. So there's a lot of different things going on. So.
And you've been able to collect a lot of data over several years. What are you doing with that information, And are you tailoring different activities based off of the data that does come back?
Oh yeah, definitely. So we like to see, what ages come to our workshops, and we tailor it that way. So we've definitely gotten a lot of younger kids that were interested in kind of learning more about diabetes and healthy eating and healthy living. So that's why we have some events at Boys and Girls Club, the Y. So that's definitely something that we've been looking at, and also looking towards prevention and just making sure that kids and families kind of understand that type 2 diabetes is preventable, and that's something that they can work on every day. So,
Finally, any message to the community in general? We know that there are a lot of adults out there with pre-diabetes that don't know that. So any message you want to relay to them about Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes, or just, diabetes in general, and taking a look at yourself?
yeah, I mean, a lot of adults do have prediabetes and don't know. There's the Diabetes Prevention Program. There's a lot of resources out there. BKDD actually does have a resource guide that we provide. So there's definitely things that are out there. So feel free to visit us on our Facebook and our website for more information.
Thank you, Leah. Let's kick it over to another table where there's going to be some fun and maybe some activity.
I'm Vivian Morris. I'm with the Mattapan Food and Fitness Coalition.
Mattapan Food and Fitness Coalition, and you're all the way in Brockton. What brings you here?
Well, it's really not that far away, and a lot of Boston residents go back and forth between places like Brockton and Boston. So we are very interested in supporting the community here, as we do in Mattapan.
And what do you have at the table today? It looks very interesting, and it looks like we're talking about some sugar possibly.
Right. We're realizing that we all need to have lots of fluid in our bodies. Human bodies are primarily fluids, and what you drink and take in makes all the difference, right? And so what we're really trying to do is encouraging people to drink water for thirst, primarily water. And there's so many beverages that we're being encouraged to consume through commercialization and ads and all kinds of reasons why people think that a lot of these beverages are a good choice. But what we want to show you in particular is the sugar content of so many of these beverages, and all of that sugar just goes into extra calories that lead to diabetes, obesity, and as a result of obesity, heart conditions and bone and joint problems. There's just so many reasons why to quench one's thirst, one should drink water. And this is to show people, because most of us aren't aware of what that sugar content is. We think, oh, it tastes good, so let's just drink it. And because the sugar content is high, you actually need to drink even more of it to quench your thirst. So,
all right, let's take a couple of examples here. Maybe some popular ones that people may be surprised with.
Okay. So one thing to make sure that we all begin to do is to look at the nutrition label on anything that we purchase that is packaged, because not only are we talking about what's in the bottle, but knowing what is a serving, right? And so here we have lemon tea. There's some positive attributes of green tea. However, with this tea, you'll see that in a serving, which they say that the bottle is a serving, and normally we consider 8 ounces to be a serving, but no, this is 16 ounces.
2 servings.
I would call that 2 servings, and they say that there's 36 grams of sugar. So if you were making tea at home, would you put 9 teaspoons of sugar into that tea that you're making at home?
Hold that up, Vivian. The audience really needs to see the amount of sugar. That's incredible. Would you care to join me in a glass of water to confirm our new friendship?
Please, let's have a glass of infusion.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Vivian, thank you so much. Best of luck to you.
Hi, my name is Renee Brungard.
And I'm Jay Miller. And no, we're not at the tropics, even though it looks like it. We're still here at Messiah Baptist Church for the health fair. Renee, you're with a fantastic organization. Tell us about the organization and what you're doing here today.
Yeah, so I'm with the Harbor Health Elder Service Program, also known as PACE. And so what we do is we provide and coordinate medical care for people 55 and up that have chronic illnesses or more complicated medical problems. So that includes that we would, provide transportation to and from appointments. Our locations, we have one in Mattapan and one in Brockton now. They're like a one-stop shop for a lot of people's medical needs. We have doctors there, we have nurses, we have pharmacy, dietitians, and it's a whole team to support someone that needs a little bit extra support at home to keep them safe in the community.
One of the fantastic programs you offer is the Memory Cafe.
That's true. So that's open to anyone in Brockton or the surrounding towns. So it's every second Wednesday from 2 to 3:30 on at 479 Torrey Street in Brockton. And so that's for anyone that has any memory or cognitive issues. It doesn't have to be necessarily like Alzheimer's, dementia, even just for some forgetfulness. And they can come with a friend, a caregiver, or a loved one, and just come in, have a good time, and not feel like they have to explain their condition to anyone.
One of the key parts of the program that I like is the caregiver actually gets something out of it as well.
Yeah, so we do work a lot with the caregiver. We try to focus on giving the caregiver a break so they can take care of themselves, because one of the big issues is when a caregiver gets sick because they're not being able to make their appointments. So we do have an adult day health center that's optional. Someone can come in, they can have lunch while they're waiting for their doctor's appointment, or just come in for activities, and that gives the caregiver a break so they can really take time for themselves so they can be at their best.
My name is Mary Lou. I'm a certified recovery coach, but I don't just do that. I do a lot of other things.
Under the Champion Plan?
Absolutely.
You obviously have a great passion for this program. Tell us about it.
Well, I love helping people. I like to give people the hope that there's always a light and that they can build on that, and that there's a possibility of growing and blossoming in a future, that no matter how far down that they are, that we can always bring them up and give them an opportunity to their journey wherever there is that they want to be, to move forward and to grow and to build, and never think that they aren't important, because they are. And when they come to us, we always listen. We're always there to see what do they want and how can we help them, and that this is their journey to do whatever it is they want, and we're just there, just that one step, and they take the rest on their own, and we support them through whatever that is they want.
All right, it's the health fair, Messiah Baptist Church. I'm here with Julie and Diane from the Brockton VNA. Ladies, what's happening here today? What do you have going on?
The Brockton Visiting Nurse Association is providing blood sugar testing. Would you like to be a victim?
Please.
So what we're doing right now is random blood sugar testing. I know you know a lot about diabetes because you've been following us around the city over the years, so I know that we've taught you a lot, right?
I've been knocking it down, yes.
You have been knocking it down. So we're checking random blood sugars, and with checking a random blood sugar, that means it doesn't matter if you ate or didn't eat. It means that we are looking for a number between certain levels, and based on what we see, we can help guide you with whether you are pre-diabetic or have diabetes, or hopefully have no diabetes history. Don't let me hurt you. If it hurts. Go ahead, keep talking.
So what was I saying?
Holy moly! Holy
We got a
moly!
bleeder.
Oh yeah, I'm a bleeder.
We got a bleeder here.
So Diane, obviously the community learns, but
Look at that gorgeous blood sugar. Do you mind if I share it with the public?
Share it, please.
Look at that gorgeous blood sugar.
What is it?
116.
Wait, let me put my glasses on. It is 116.
It is 116. That's perfectly within normal limits.
What is normal?
That's a great question. Go ahead, Di. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second, Diane. What's normal blood glucose sugar level?
So if it's a fasting blood sugar, means when you haven't eaten, it should be less than 100 if you don't have diabetes. If it's a random blood sugar, it should be less than 140.
So 116 solid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as people in the field and following diabetes, what new things are you learning about that the general population might not be quite aware of? Is there more data that's coming out?
Yeah, data is absolutely it. We're seeing a lot of more new technology. So we're seeing blood sugar meters that you don't actually have to poke your finger with, like I just did to you. We are seeing continuous glucose monitors. So with a continuous glucose monitor, it's one poke, whether it's in your arm and you're placing a sensor or, well actually they're FDA, all of them are FDA approved for just the arm, but you place the sensor in your arm that stays in place for up to 14 days. And all you do is take your meter and kind of hold it over that sensor and it automatically reads your blood sugar without poking your finger. So you've received one poke, over 14 days and you can scan your blood sugar as many times per day as you want.
And are you doing that at the VNA or?
Yeah, we have a lot of patients now that are using it, and it's great because people who never used to check their blood sugar very often, now that they don't have to poke their fingers, they're checking their blood sugar more often. So it's great. It's giving doctors more information to try to help manage their medications a little bit better and more suited to each individual patient.
Is he a bleeder?
We'll find out.
We'll find
Run
out.
over the lens.
Hey, soldier.
I didn't do it yet.
Hmm?
I did my blood
Oh,
pressure.
no,
It was
man.
great.
Oh, there it is.
Mine was a little high. No, mine was.
Oh, jeez, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
More
It's all
donuts.
working out 5 days a week. That might have something to do
That's
with it.
exactly, yeah, absolutely.
Diane, thank you for the information. Julie, do we have any words for Dottie Slack?
Dottie Slack is my very best partner in crime next to Diane, and Dottie does a lot out in the community, so seek her out at the Brockton Council on Aging. And thank you to Brockton Community Access for all of the free promotion, because we would not be able to get our words out there without your help, so thank you.
Julie Wom, always a pleasure. Brockton VNA does it again. Let's kick it over to some more fun activities. From Messiah Baptist Church Health Fair.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, you're gonna stand in front of your chair, you're gonna come down here. Act like you're going to yourself. Now, keep the feet close together. One to the front. Put them out here. Down, hands on your knees.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm helping.
Okay, you say so. Come on. 5. Come on. 6. Feel it burn. I feel 7. Burn. 8. Yeah. 9. Yeah. One more? Yeah. 10. Shake that. That's right. Woo! Thank God.
What are these muscles here? Remember these when you get home.
Okay? Okay, now switch. You had a band, one of those resistor bands, and then put it around your knee. Good job. And we can do it right out. So let's go. Step out to the side. Step out. Get down. Good. Back to the right. Keep it low. Woo, baby, yes. Good. Okay, take up the leg. Good. 4. 1. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Yes. Give me one more. I will. All right, sit back in the chair.
All right, Messiah Baptist Church, 80 Legion Parkway. They have a couple of services on Sunday. 8 o'clock jazz service. The place is absolutely rocking. But at 10:45, they have a quote-unquote traditional service. There's no less singing. There's no less celebrating the love of God here at Messiah Baptist Church. So 8 o'clock in the morning, jazz worship, 10:45, traditional service. Make sure to check it out.
Hi, I'm Sharon Callender. I am a nurse, and I am a member of Messiah Baptist Church located at 80 Legion Parkway in Brockton. And I am one of the facilitators for our annual health fair, which is our first health fair today, Saturday, April 13th.
It's a fun event. You have some very, very exciting tables. You have Brockton Knocks Down Diabetes, Champion Plan, so much more.
We have all those vendors, but we also have other vendors. We have a vendor from Boston, Mattapan Food and Fitness, who really will be talking about healthy beverage choices. We also have health screenings here. The Brockton VNA is here. We have some individuals about prostate health. We have vendors that are talking about Brockton Knockout Diabetes. We also have someone here that will be giving out $2 bags of food for individuals to really help address the lack of food access for some individuals in our community, as well as fitness. Workout with Janice will be happening today. And basically, we just have a group of vendors that are here to provide some health information and some health resources.
And it's always good to throw a health fair together like this, but why did you decide to do one this year?
Well, it was something that our pastor, Pastor Riggins, wanted to do. He's really focusing not just on the spiritual aspect of people's lives, but really looking at it from a holistic perspective. So we talk about our soul, our health, our brains, our minds, and our physical being, and all that encompasses who we are. So it's important that we feed our soul as well as we feed our bodies, and that we have information to make sure that we keep ourselves healthy.
So, Alzheimer's has been discovered since 1906 by a doctor named Dr. Aloy Alzheimer. He had a patient, and this patient had profound memory loss. And when she passed away, he looked at her brain and noticed dramatic shrinkage, but also abnormal deposits around the cells. So now we know that these abnormal deposits are amyloid plaques and tau tangles. So the amyloid form plaques, which are clusters of amyloid. So these are clusters, sticky compounds that interfere between cell communication. And also the tau form tangles. Those are twisted strands. And because of these twisted strands, cells are not getting the nutrients and supplies it needs. So although we don't know the underlying cause as to why cells are dying, but amyloid and tau are two prime suspects. Now we know that amyloid, again, is forming plaques, and the tau is forming tangles. And as a result, cells are not able to communicate with each other, and also cells are dying as a result of that. So even though, again, we don't know the underlying cause of cell death, but there are some known factors that can increase a person's risk of developing the disease. So we're going to go over some of the risk factors, but again, I'm going to test your knowledge. What is the greatest known risk factor for Alzheimer's disease? And I must say that I did say it earlier. So let's see who was paying attention. What? Yeah. Age? Okay. Yeah. So age is the greatest known risk factor. Again, Alzheimer's is not a normal part of aging, but as you get older, you have a higher risk of developing the disease. Yeah. So age is the greatest known risk factor. Again, Alzheimer's is not a normal part of aging, but as you get older, you have a higher risk of developing the disease.
Well, there you have it, Brockton. Another One North Main in the books. We met so many wonderful people. Special thanks to Reverend Pastor Gerald Riggins for inviting us in here. There were a host of people that we'd like to thank, specifically the Messiah Baptist Church volunteer team. Outstanding work. It was a pleasure meeting all the people, and we had a lot of fun. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/TheBrocktonChannels, all one word. For executive producer Mark Lindy and producer Aaron Tebow, I'm Jay Miller, and we'll see you around town.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm pouting.
Okay, you say so. Come on.